Hey guys, welcome back to Fourth Wall Reactions. Today I am reacting to more Black Sails. This is season 3, episode 4. Yeah, I've been really anxious to get back to this one, seeing as how the last one ended with not all the pirates, but a lot of the pirates taking the pardons and throwing Vane under the bus. Okay. And Flint and crew escaped their fate with the becalming and the starvation and the dehydration and all that. They're on an island where a lot of curious indigenous people are checking them out. So, as usual, lots going on. So, let's check this out. Gotta boil that water, son.
I've been thinking about our engagement with Captain Hornigold. He offered pardons to our entire crew. He had no way of knowing how many men we even had. Once someone's given him 100, what's to say they haven't given him 200? Isn't the opening move in that attack the introduction of a universal pardon?
You've been putting this together all this time and never saying anything to me about it.
So now we're about to join a fight to resist a British incursion.
They're both so clever. I would expect, like, more reaction from Flint about these damn pardons. It's just me. Oh, hey. Hi. Yes, hello. You know, if they take Billy, I'm gonna... Oh! I'm gonna have a problem. Release him. Damn, it's always Billy.
By daybreak tomorrow, I'm told more than half of the pirates will have accepted the king's pardon.
Wow.
We will be ready to move my flag onto the island. I will need someone by my side at all times to aid in seeing it done. At the moment, I believe you represent the best candidate for it.
Won't the promising sons resent my presence in such a senior capacity?
I'm fairly certain I don't care. Do you?
No.
Then you're hired. Let us begin.
That is an interesting dynamic, I do have to say.
Open it.
What? Oh! I was not expecting that.
They are resolved that you convince Captain Vane to depart the fort. They believe that turning him over might convince the British commander to allow them to keep the fort and the guard.
No. With the things that are happening on the island, I can kind of see different paths that things might take. This, I have no idea.
Who are they? Maroons. Escaped slaves.
Oh.
They must have a camp upriver.
Oh,
Judging
okay.
by their numbers, a large one.
Yeah, oh, I wouldn't try and run. Oh, no. Flint's face. Yeah, Oh.
You speak for your men? Yes? How did you find this place?
There was no design in it.
Who else knew your position? Who else knows where to find you?
We're alone. I give you my word.
Were you me? Would you wager the lives of all those in your care on the word of a pirate? That one.
Wait, why? What? That'll look. Hello.
I'll interrogate us one by one. Make sure our stories jibe.
For those that survive the first purge, it'll be hard labor. Though not like any you've ever known.
Who are you?
My name is Ben Gunn. I'm the last of 13 crewmen on a slave trader captured whilst careening on the windward side of the island. I've learned 12 hard lessons from that woman, each with the same end. That sooner or later, death awaits any man who lays eyes on this place.
We need to get out of here. Rapidly.
Made something for myself here. I'll make it again somehow, but I've come too far to go back.
Aw.
Wherever we land, Anne and I will be taken care of. Taken care of? Huh? You set aside some of the gold.
Oh, yeah.
around. Put him out.
Right, just a moment. Never liked you.
Look at these two.
Godspeed, Charles. Fuck you, Jack. Jesus Christ. Captain May is very likely at large. Remind them of the prize that awaits his captain, please.
Who's gonna dare step in his way? Ooh, oh, ow. A lot of people to fight through. Yep. Notice he carries several pistols.
There's something else that you should know first.
What?
Jean Deck,
Yes, sir.
there's good reason, it would seem, that you were the only one to whom they refused a pardon.
Hi, honey. Exes can be such a bother.
I see no way out of this. And I wonder if it wouldn't be best just to accept that I have no choice in the matter. I miss you.
I miss you too. I understand from your men that you were defeated in battle. Then you offered pardons for all your men, is that true?
Yes.
But you refused. Why?
Your men are filled with anger towards England, as are mine. But my captain wants England to see that anger and make them fear it. And for whatever reason, your mother would prefer your men fear England.
Take him back, please.
You asked the question, I answered. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I think you see our interests are more closely aligned than your mother does. I have 24 men in a cage out there of the opinion that she intends to kill us all, and you're going to do nothing about it.
I don't doubt your anger towards her, but I have to ask, if in the course of our maneuver, we are forced to choose between escape and her death, where are you?
What matters most is achieving our goal. To exit this bay with the fleet intact.
Charles Vane sees past his anger to achieve the greater end. How did that happen?
I was told a lesson once. It's been effective.
Taught by whom?
You do a little eavesdropping, are you?
You tamed this place once, despite what anyone may say of you. And I desire your counsel, despite what anyone may say of you. So let us move forward, despite what anyone, whether from your world or from mine, may say of you. What is it?
She moved back quick. Is it distraction so that... Okay, I think I get it. Ooh. Ooh! There they go. Smart move.
I was right. There is conflict amongst them. It is there to be exploited. Where are you? Earlier, I told you that I was certain that the pardons would eliminate all resistance in Nassau. It's because I helped build them. Peter Ash, Miranda, her husband, and I, we worked to obtain a universal pardon and introduce it to Nassau to eliminate piracy and restore colonial rule there. I wonder if the civilization of Nassau isn't exactly what I tried to achieve all those years ago. I wonder if the pardons are the victory. And that the most enlightened thing that I can do is accept what appears to be inevitable, and let this be the end of Captain Flint. No, nothing is inevitable here. You're new to this. She will not let us leave this place alive. We'll all face certain death with our own kind of lie. Billy's is that he can fight his way out of it. Yours is that you can talk your way past it. I don't know that I have any more lies left in me.
It's hard to see him so tired and defeated. I understand it.
Your father and I built this place to separate ourselves from their world.
But we rely on the things that Father sends back from their world. We're not that separate from them.
We are separate enough that we have no need to see them.
He knows these men. He sailed with them. He might have something to say about killing them.
Your father eats us from his position in Nassau. He might have lived among these men. He may have fought beside these men.
Yep.
Once you reach the camp, my wife will see you are taken care of.
Rest of you, disembark now.
I will explain to Captain Honeygold. Please, come with me.
No! Take him with you, save him. He just got a story. Alright guys, that was episode 4 of season 3. I really loved the developments in this episode, particularly where Mr. Scott is concerned. I hope he's gonna be okay. Like a bullet to the gut. Never good. I mean, I think I've mentioned a few times that he's been one of my favorites in the past, and I kind of feel like he got sidelined by, the plot pairing him with Hornigold. It just wasn't there as much. And no, it's a huge cast, and not everybody can be featured all the time. But I've liked Mr. Scott in particular, and on one hand, it's a little coincidental that Mr. Scott is the being that connects this story to the Nassau story. However, I will take it. I love that he is the connecting puzzle piece in it. It's awesome. I'm all on board with it. So with Mr. Scott being injured and the escaped slaves on their way to where his wife is, alrighty then. Let's go. Let's get him involved. Let's see if he can work out a deal with what's going on. I was feeling a little like, I don't know where we're going with this. I'm not sure what's happening because, we just had the last episode and a half that Flint's crew and all those characters were sort of stagnant and trapped in that situation. And they went from being trapped in that situation to being trapped in this situation. And I wasn't sure how I felt about it. I was kind of like, they're, good. They've got the wind. They can sail. They've had the shark sushi. They can, get out of this. And now they're trapped again. I was like, I'll wait and see where this goes. But I wasn't crazy about that idea. But the fact that Mr. Scott is somehow gonna be involved, if he doesn't die, which I hope he does not die. But this story just got infinitely more interesting on that front. So I'm on board. It's always interesting to see the very back and forth weird dynamic of Eleanor and Vane. The look on his face when he saw her through the scope was like, yes, the crazy ex is back. You know what I mean? It's just like the ex that haunts you. Everything happening on the island is fascinating, and just seeing loyalties. I have no idea where Jack and Anne are going to end up, because she makes a good point. They do have the money, so they could go anywhere. There was no Max this episode. So I don't know where she went, if she has stood her ground as the madam of the brothel, or if she took her money and said bye-bye. I don't know. It seems to me, and maybe I'm just projecting this, I don't know, I feel like Woodes Rogers, new governor, I feel like he's like intrigued by Eleanor. I feel like he's interested. It's a hunch. I don't know if that'll play out. But it seems to me that he is very fascinated by her at the very least. Whether it goes anywhere or not, I have no idea. But he does seem to be obviously impressed with her, but also a little taken with her. So I don't know. Also, the daughter, I guess Mr. Scott's daughter now. She seemed to be making a little bit of a connection, even before they spoke, making a connection with Silver. And she singled out on him. Now, as the quartermaster, that she knows he's the quartermaster, he would be the one to single out, but still, there was a look. And Flint, it just seems so, I think it's maybe going from that, he's coming down from this like cycle of rage, and then going into the situation of being becalmed at sea and almost dying, and now into this. I feel like coming from a place of rage at the start of the season and then just sort of getting trapped in these two different situations. It feels like the rage is dissipating and he's just tired. He's just feels done. And would it not be easier to just stop? Because he was interested in not being Flint anymore. But I remember talking last episode in the commentary about how frustrating it would be when he found out that the pardons were in play and people were accepting them. And I kind of assumed that there were sort of different types of pardons generating from different places. But if this, he has a point. This is kind of indeed what the three of them had worked on. I mean, I guess that's a way to look at it. I was thinking that he would be enraged all over again. Like, look at everything that was sacrificed in order to do this. But I think in his scenario, was it for an independent Nassau? Because this scenario, the current one, is that it's still under England's rule. And I thought that's what he didn't want. So that's an interesting response to those pardon reveals. I don't know. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching this with me. If you enjoyed the reaction, please feel free to give it a like, a share, and a subscribe. Full reactions are on Patreon. And be sure to join me for the next episode. Thanks. Bye.